Good morning, everyone. Yes, my hair is super crazy, but that is for a reason. Good morning. Happy Friday. So if you're hopping on, say hi. If you're watching the replay, please put a 2 in the comments. I am going to let some people hop on before I get started. Actually, I guess what I'll go ahead and do is put on some moisturizer because it is cold and we need all the extra moisture in our skin right now for sure. Did some makeovers yesterday and I'm really seeing a lot of dry skin for sure. Dry skin. So take care of your skin and definitely moisturize. Hi, Natasha. So my hair looks crazy, but I wanted to I forgot to wet my beauty blender. I have to go wet my beauty blender. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I usually like to let the water get warm so that it's a warm beauty blender, but I didn't have time, so it's gonna be cold. All right, so if you're hopping on, please say hi. Good morning. So normally Brenda Lee and I do our Friday morning talk show at 9:45 on Friday mornings, but she is still under the weather. She had COVID last week and she's still recovering. So we're giving her another week to recover, and hopefully we will be back next Friday morning with the talk show. All right, so went ahead and put some moisturizer. If you're jumping on, say hi, let me know you're here. I got crazy hair because I wanted to come on here and show you guys. I've been getting asked about my hair a lot lately, and so I did a tutorial a few weeks ago showing y'all how I curl it, right? So I leave the curls in like this as long as possible. When I'm not doing my makeup on camera, I usually will have it like this while I'm doing my makeup. So then I've got my halo. A lot of people have been asking what the halo is. So it's just hair that's on like a fishing wire type of band. And again, if you're jumping on, please say hi. Okay, so what I do is I've got my hair curled. I'm gonna leave the front curl and the 2 side curls out of the halo. And then I'm gonna take the rest of the hair and pull it into a clip. Okay, I'm just gonna clip it out of the way. It doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't matter. Okay, so then I'm gonna take my halo and I'm gonna put it on. And so then I'll let this hair down and I just use my fingers to kind of comb through the hair. So you're just gonna loosen the curl with your fingers. This is day 3 hair, by the way. Not washed it. And I usually have pretty oily hair, but with using the dry shampoo, which I'm out of the dry shampoo right now, so I've just been using hairspray to kind of dry out the roots because I don't want it to be oily or dirty looking. But I can go like 3 days now without washing my hair. And I used to never be able to do that. I'm waiting for my dry shampoo to come in. I cannot wait. I'm gonna have to start buying 2 at a time so that when I run out, I've got another one ready to go. So, hey Courtney. So this is how I do the hair. I just use my fingers and I just kind of tuck and pull at the root to give it volume. It stayed inside of its curl for as long as I could. And then I'll just, play with it. Just see how you want it to lay and just pull it with your fingers. And it's going to eventually cover up that halo line. I brought a comb over here with me. You can take your comb and kind of, disguise the halo line. Good morning. And then I didn't pull this curl out yet. And so I'm just continuing to loosen those curls, and voila. Once you have it like you like it, I like to kind of twist it into the halo hair so that it looks more natural. And I usually do this in the bathroom where I have a mirror that I can turn around and look at the back. And then I'll take some hairspray. Hi, Chana. And then I like to spray from the bottom going up. And look at all that volume. And like I said, this is day 3 of not washing. Isn't that crazy? I've never been able to do this. It's because of the dry shampoo, which I don't even have any dry shampoo in it right now, but it starts training your hair. I've heard people say, well, I trained my hair and I didn't know what they meant. I didn't understand. But when you start using the dry shampoo and do like Courtney taught me, my friend Courtney on here, she's so smart. She taught me that when you use the dry shampoo, you do it at night before you go to bed. You put the dry shampoo, and what I do is I section out my hair, and I'll take my comb and section out my hair, and I have a scalp line, and I spray the dry shampoo into that line, and then I come down here and I do a part, that's the word I was looking for, and then I spray the dry shampoo there. I do it right here at the crown. I do 2 more sections, and then I do the nape of the neck and the back. And so then I put my hair in a ponytail on top of my head and go to bed, and then the dry shampoo does its magic overnight. But I am out of my dry shampoo, so what I do, what I've been doing for the last couple days since I've been out, is in the morning I comb through my hair, I put it in a ponytail, and then I spray some hairspray along the scalp and the roots to kind of dry it out. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. All right, so like I said, Brenda Lee is still recovering from COVID, so we're not doing our talk show this morning. But I have a friend and customer who's purchased the peach palette from me and wanted some instruction on how to use it. And I got some compliments on my makeup yesterday, and this is what I was wearing. I bet you'll never let yourself run out again. No, I won't. I'm going to buy 2 now. When I buy them, I'm buying 2 at a time. Just like I told everybody to do with your brow pencil, buy 2 at a time. So when you run out, you have a backup. And when you open the backup, you buy 2 more or another one, you know. Hi, Julia. Hi, Royce. Thanks for hopping on. All right, so I did put some moisturizer on my face. Let me do my brows real quick. This is the brow pencil I was just talking about. It's Pharmacy's new Precision Tip retractable eyebrow liner. I absolutely love it. It has an eyebrow spoolie on the other end. It's only $11.90, but when you're using it, you don't know how much you have left unless you're, you know, twisting it all the way. So I highly recommend that you buy 2 of them when you buy them so that you do have a backup. And I like a very natural looking brow, so I'm just going to start with little strokes, like hair-like strokes, and outline the brow. And then fill it in. Then I'm gonna go with the eyebrow spoolie part and comb through it. You can comb through it before you get started if you want to. Do I need to zoom in anymore? Hey, Brenda Lee is watching. I will be there for sure next week. Okay, good. I'm glad. I know that you said you were feeling better, but just weak. And so I know that you're probably on the tail end of it. I totally understand. COVID can really take the energy out of you. That's what it did for me when I had it in September. Just had no energy. It's like there were some days I couldn't even take a shower. I didn't even have the energy for that. Or if I did take a shower, that was all I could accomplish for that day, because that was all I had. The energy I had for was for a shower. It was crazy. And I experience very low energy anyway with my condition, and I was still pretty blown away with my lack of energy. So this brow turned out a little bit more archy. I like this. I'm going to go back to the other brow and see if I can get it. You know, they're not twins, they're sisters. But right now they kind of look like cousins. So we're going to try to make this one look like a sibling, okay? So what I need to do is pull this top part out a little bit more. And then arch it. There we go. Just put a little bit more of an arch. Cousins once removed. Yeah. And then I haven't cleaned them up yet either. I go back and I clean them up with a Q-tip. So that's going to help also. Hi, Maureen. Thanks for hopping on. How are you? All right. So just doing my brows with this Precision Brow Liner. And then what I do is I take a Q-tip to do the cleanup. So I take a Q-tip and go around. Let's try to give it more of an arch on this side. I think that will help. There we go. See just how that cleanup right there worked. And then you can do the top part too. Just take your Q-tip and just go lightly around the edges. And there we go. They look like sisters. All right. I used my brow gel on Evelyn the other day, and wow, it was a vibe. Oh, I bet it was cute. All right. So then I'm going to prime my lids with my eyeshadow primer. It's a crime not to prime. It's one that honestly, it seems like such a small thing. I'm gonna zoom in some more here, but honestly, this is like the biggest, I don't know what's going on right there with my hair. I have a something about Mary moment. I'll have to fix that. But it is the biggest piece of advice that I have for doing your eyeshadow. When people do their eyeshadow and it doesn't look right, my first question is, did you use eyeshadow primer? Did you prime your eyes? Because you need something, you need that base. You need that base to even everything out and to help it not only be more vibrant and show up, but to stay and last longer. And there's just so many uses and reasons that you want to use the eyeshadow primer. It also will help your brows stand out, make your brows pop, because you're going to come right under the brow and trim it out, and it makes the brows pop as well. The brows frame your face, so you want to do that. I'm just going to take my finger and just tap in and press in, melt that product into the skin. And if you are hopping on, please say hi. Let me know that you're watching. Brenda Lee and I typically do a morning talk show on Fridays at 9:45. She is still recovering from being sick, so we decided to postpone it another week. So we will be back together and hopefully next Friday. But for today, you're stuck with me. And I just wanted, I know I come live and do my makeup a lot, but I have a friend who bought a specific palette from me that needed a little bit of instruction. And so I thought I would come on and share. So I'm going to use some transparent setting powder on top of the eyeshadow primer. What I really like about this peach palette, it's just like our 3-in-1 palette, whereas it is a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush, but you can also use it as eyeshadow. So it's one of those products that is versatile and pulls double duty. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and put on some primer. So you guys know I love to use both primers from Pharmacy. We've got the gel primer that smooths out your face before putting on your makeup. It's gonna make your pores appear smaller. It's gonna smooth out those fine lines. And it's called Blur Primer, and it does that. It blurs your skin, perfect for photos, because it's like this and the VFX have that photo filtering technology, and I absolutely love it. Yes, Courtney says, love. So I like to put it, because on my chin I have like this little line right here. I like to smooth that out. And wherever you have little fine lines, if it's around your mouth, I mean, your pores are usually largest around your nose, so it's like your T-zone area. Hi Jenny, thanks for hopping on. And then the forehead. So that's where I put mine. And then I'm gonna grab the illuminating primer, and it's got a moisturizer built into it. So it's a cream, and I'm gonna put it basically around the perimeter of my face, and it has like an illuminating glow to it and a moisturizer, and I just need all the moisture I can get right now with it being cold and dry. And so I'm just gonna tap in this cream primer. You don't have to use both primers. I just found that I love using both. All right, just tapping it into the skin. Warm up the products in your hands and then press into your skin. You know, when you go get a facial, they do a lot of pressing. That's what we want to do. We want to press it in. Let it soak in and absorb. Okay, so we've got all the skin prepped. We've got the eyes primed. We've got the face primed. I feel like my arch kind of went away a little bit over here. Okay, so let's use the peach palette. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to use this for eyeshadow. We're gonna start with a eyeshadow blending brush. I'm trying to clean up as I go, because in the end, sometimes I have such a mess here. All right, a clean brush. All right, we're gonna start with this peach color, okay? The lightest color, not the shimmer, but the peach. All right, I'm just tapping a little bit into the brush, tapping off the excess, and then I'm just going to tap this color on basically at the crease in the outer corner. See where I placed that right here? Then I'm just going to open my eye, and with a light hand, small circles, I'm going to blend this across the rest of the eye, but I want to leave some space before the eyebrow. So this is our transition shade, okay? The transition shade goes basically at the crease, and instead of just putting it on and doing a windshield wiper motion, which is what you usually see, because I have hooded eyes and mature skin, and I want my eyeshadow to be seen when I have my eyes open, that's why I placed it where I did, and then blended up and over. There's a lady that I watch who's a celebrity makeup artist. She does reels, and when she's blending, she says you go over the river and through the hood. So you're going over the river and through the hood. So you're just going to do small circles to just blend that transition shade out. You don't need it to be very, bright. It's just a little bit, and I used just a little bit. Okay, so I just took my brush, tapped it in here, tapped off the excess, and then tapped it on the outer corner at the crease, and then just start with your eyes open, just start doing light small circles to blend it out. And like I said, leave some space in between the eyebrow. Hi Elizabeth, thanks for hopping on. How are you? All right, so we're just gonna keep doing these small circles. Hi Kimberly, thanks for hopping on, you guys. Good morning, happy Friday. All right, so we're just blending this out. I like to do my eyes first because then I'm not messing up my face makeup, plus it gives my primer time to dry. All right, so then we're gonna take the brown color, the bronzer. And I like to use a smaller brush when I'm doing this color. So I'm gonna use like a little flat brush here. And so we're using the peach palette, and this is the bronzer. And I'm just tapping into it. I'm gonna tap off the excess. And then I'm going to focus on the outer corner. Basically, I'm not gonna come up higher than the crease too much. This is called the outer V. You can make a V with it if you want to. here. Some people call it like a greater than, less than sign. Right here at the edge, at the corner of the eye. The outer third is another term you can use. So we're just gonna pack that color on right now. We're not really doing much with it at this point. We're just gonna pack it on. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is take our brush that we had been using, the blending brush, and then we're just going to lightly blend this out as well. So again, small circles, and it's okay if you get outside the lines over here, we can clean it up, okay? It's not a big deal. But I like to just focus on the outer corner here, all right? I'm not blending it all the way across. I'm just focusing on this outer third, this outer corner area. Just blending it out. So you pack it on and then you blend it out, okay? And if you want to do more, go ahead and pack on some more. And then blend it out. Okay, so we've used the peach color as the transition, the bronzer in the outer corner. Now we're going to use the shimmer on the inner corner. And I'm just going to take my pinky finger and just dab into it and then tap it on in this inner corner. And I like to bring it up a little bit, so we're going to bring it up and over, tapping it on, okay? Same thing with the other eye. I'm just going to tap with my finger. And you can do this pretty quickly. I am demonstrating, I'm talking, I'm walking you through it and taking my time because I'm teaching it to you. Normally I could do this very quickly. So if you need a really quick, eyeshadow, this is really easy and quick. Now clean off your brush so you don't have any product on it, and then just go back and once more and blend out small light-handed circles and just kind of blend everything out very lightly. And then if you want your edges to be darker, you could go again and pack in more brown and then blend it. It's up to you. Now, rather than using eyeliner, I like to use eyeshadow. So I'm going to take the darker color, which is the brown. You can definitely spray your brush with some setting spray, so you have less fallout. So let's spray the brush, and then we're going to grab the bronzer color from the peach palette, and we're going to go under the eye with it. Like so. Hi, Kim. How are you? Thanks for hopping on. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a Q-tip to do some cleanup under the eyes. I did get in a new tool that I want to show you guys. This is something I ordered from Amazon. I don't know if I'm going to actually use it because I don't know if I want to do, I don't think I want to do any wing today, but it's called Vertex Professional Eyeliner Stencil. And, a lot of people struggle with that wing. And so even as a makeup artist, I struggle with it. And I'm always constantly trying to learn like new, better, easier ways. But you actually take it and you place it here. Why not? Let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's try it out. Okay, so I'm going to use some, you know what? I think I'll use brown instead of black. So I need to use some brown eyeshadow. And I think I want to use an angled brush. Hi, Jamie. Thanks for hopping on. How are you? All right, let me just clean off my angled brush here. All right, we're gonna use some brown eyeshadow. And we're gonna take this little tool and we're gonna put it right here. Don't poke yourself in the eye. And then just tap it on. This might not be dark enough. But you see how it leaves like that line? It's like a straight line. You could probably do it with your eyeliner too if you wanted to use like a, let's do that. I've got brown liquid liner. So we could, I can always fix this right here when I clean up. I still haven't cleaned up with my makeup wipe. So let's just do this. Voila, there you go. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Emily. All right, and then if it came down too low, you can just take your finger and go up like that. There you go. So this is from Amazon. I can send you the link if you'd like, or I can post it in the comments for y'all. So we're just gonna put it right here. And then draw our, and this is with ink, but you can do it with eyeshadow too. Pretty cool, huh? Neat little tool. All right, so let's go ahead and take a makeup wipe. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, I'll put the link in the comments for you guys. So if you want to order one from Amazon, it's pretty handy. I just wiped it off with my makeup wipe. All right, so I'm just going to use my makeup wipe now to come underneath the eye and do some cleanup. We're going to do the face makeup, which always helps the eyeshadow come to life. What are we doing fun today? We are using the Peach palette. I have a friend who bought this and wanted some instruction. It's bronzer, highlighter, and blush, but I used it for eyeshadow. One last step that I'm going to do is I like to take the shimmer in this palette, take a flat brush, tap into the shimmer, tap the excess off, and then come to the arch of the eyebrow and put a little bit of that shimmer right under the brow. That just kind of fancies it up a little bit. All right, so we have just used the Peach palette for the eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my face makeup. And don't forget, you could always go back with the brown. I would prefer more brown myself in this eye look. You can go back and just tap more brown in the inner corner now that you have everything done. Just right here in this outer crease. And then you can just go and blend everything out again if you want to. All right, let's do the face. I keep saying we're gonna do the face. Let's do the face. All right, because everything will tie together better once we do. All right, so we're gonna do some VFX foundation. I did, Emily, you'll have to go back and watch the replay. I'm gonna put this on my YouTube channel also, so if you wanna watch it there, you can watch how I did that with the Peach palette. I used all 3 colors from the Peach palette on my eyes. All right, so just gonna put some dots on my face with the VFX foundation. I probably should have done my CC cream. I've been forgetting. I've been so forgetful lately. It's not even funny. I was doing makeovers yesterday for headshots, and I forgot, you know, I didn't forget the steps, but I forgot the order of the steps while I was doing people's makeup. And it might have been because I was distracted and talking also, but and like right now. And so I should have put my CC cream on so that it would eliminate all this redness in my face, but I kind of forgot, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Hi, Christine. Okay, so I'm stippling this product pushing it into the skin. When I get down to my neck, I'm going to bring the color down onto the neck. And then I'm going to use my Beauty Blender to further press it into the skin. And if you missed the beginning of the video, I showed y'all how I do my hair. So if you're curious, I get a lot of questions and a lot of compliments about the halo that I'm wearing. So I came on and showed y'all how I do that. If you want to go back and watch the replay. Just tapping this in with the Beauty Blender. It's a damp Beauty Blender. Always make sure you wet it so it becomes a soft sponge. And I have a little bit of product left on my hand, so I'm just going to put a little bit more on the cheek areas. I really like to blend into my neck. Okay, so then I'm going to use some concealer next. This is also going to help make the eyes stand out and clean up the eye area a little bit more. So we're going to do some concealer on the inner corner and the outer corner. If you have fine lines under your eyes, then use less concealer. Less is more. While I'm letting that kind of settle just a moment, because it has a plumping formula, so I want it to plump and I want it to get a little tacky, I'm going to use my brow mascara. I like to take the product off the wand because in my opinion it has too much product on the wand when you first take it out of the tube. So we are going to brush this in opposite way first and then come back and lay it down. So opposite, coat those hairs, and then lay it down. All right. And then I'm going to take a concealer brush. I highly recommend that you use a brush to first work the concealer in. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more right now so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Once I get to the corner of the eye, I'm going to drag the concealer up like that. So I'm pressing the concealer in with my brush. And then I'm going to press it in with my finger. The warmth from my finger is going to warm that product up and help it get into the skin. You never want to pull or stretch your skin, so I'm just pressing and pushing, lightly pushing, but mainly just tapping. Okay, then I'm going to use my Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender is going to also help take any excess product away. And just help everything blend in nicely. All right, then I'm going to set the under eye with some setting powder. Just use this sparingly. You don't need a whole lot, especially if you have textured skin or fine lines. you just tap on a little bit just to set that concealer. All right, so next we're going to use the Peach palette again. I used this as eyeshadow, but I'm going to use this as my bronzer, blush, and highlight as well. So we're going to do the bronzer first. So I'm going to take my two-sided brush. I'm just going to dip into this bronzer, and then I'm going to tap off the excess like I always do, and then tap it on. I'll go right above the cheekbone, which is right where your ear, the tip of your ear is. I'm just going to tap some on here. I'll go back and blend it out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just tap some on here. Remember, the rule of thumb for this is that you want to come above the ear and come down towards your mouth, but you want to stop at the end of your eyebrow. So there's only a short section that you're actually placing the product, and then we'll go back and we'll blend it out. So hi Joette, thanks for hopping on. All right, then I'm gonna do the forehead as well. So I'm gonna basically just come around the hairline. Just keep going back and forth just to fill that in and even everything out. Just tapping. I'm just doing a tapping motion basically. Good morning, Joette. Thank you for hopping on. And I'm using a Peach palette from Pharmacy. It's a bronzer, highlighter, and blush, but I also used it as my eyeshadow. And it's an easy, quick way to do your eyeshadow. Hi, Lisa Hillier. Thanks for hopping on. Good morning. All right, and then I'm gonna do just a tiny bit for the nose. I sometimes, or often, I should say, I often struggle with bronzing powder for contouring the nose because it's hard to get it even powder. So I usually like to use my liquid bronzer for this, but we're gonna give it the old college try here. Good morning. Yeah, I'm not crazy about this for my nose contour. We'll see if we can fix it with our other powder. So now I'm just gonna go back with a clean brush. I'll clean off my brush. So I have my shadow switching pans. I'm just gonna clean it off and go back now and blend it out. All right, so then I love products that can be used as multiple purposes also. Emily, yes. You think you've given up on makeup? Joette, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have shorter videos. I do a lot of live makeup tutorials, and I try to teach and show that you can do things easily. All right, so now I'm gonna take my powder, my little triangle puff. I'll put the link for my YouTube channel in the comments for anyone who is interested in subscribing and going and learning some tips on makeup. I try to make things easy for everybody, because I know that you guys don't have all day, you know, to spend on doing your makeup and everything, you know. So I just placed, hi Deborah, hey. All right, so I just placed my powder in the contrasting areas around the contour. Now I'm just gonna take a brush and blend everything together. Hi Becky, thanks for hopping on. Good morning. I'm doing circles to blend. Can't afford the expensive makeup. I do the cheap ones and they don't work the same. So I sell Pharmacy makeup, and Pharmacy makeup is super affordable. It is basically drugstore prices super affordable makeup that is made in Europe. In Europe, they actually ban over 1,300 harmful chemicals in their beauty products, whereas in the US, we only ban 11. So the quality of the makeup is non-toxic. We also are cruelty-free. We don't test on animals and we don't use animal products. So the products are very high quality, but super affordable. So like the eyebrow liner that I used is $11.90. The foundation that I use is one of our more expensive ones, but it's $32.50. And is the setting powder and the two. So yeah, we have two different setting powders. So we have the one that comes in the compact like this with a mirror. I just haven't pulled off the thing here. Or we have it in a loose, like a loose powder. So there's two different ones. All right, so this is the peach palette. Again, I just used the bronzer. Now I'm gonna use the blush. Hi, Rebecca Mozo, thanks for hopping on. Those of you who are watching and can testify to what I just said about the prices, y'all, don't be shy. Feel free to chime in about the prices because I know so many of y'all buy from me. I'm gonna do a trick right here for my blush placement that I've been doing lately, and I really like how it looks. So what you do is you take your thumb and put it against your nose, and then bring your finger straight out, and then place your blush. And it's like the perfect blush placement. This gives you a lifted look for over 40 ladies. Then what I like to do is just take my brush that I blended out my powder with. So there's nothing on this brush, but just a little bit of powder from before. And once again, I think the biggest tip for all of this is going back and blending things together, And I just have a very light hand when I'm doing this. So the further away from the tip that you hold the brush, so I'm holding it by the handle, you have a lighter hand. Well, Barbara says it's so affordable when you can multi-use the items. Exactly. Like this palette, I think it's around $30, but you're getting bronzer, highlight, blush, and eyeshadow, and it's gonna last you a very long time as well. All right, so then I'm gonna use my fan brush, and I'm gonna use the highlight powder that's in the middle. Tap my brush into it, tap off the excess, and then go right above the blush. And I'm gonna tickle the nose just a little bit. I also like to always grab some of this highlight and do the inner corner. And again, reinforce right underneath the brow there. All right, so what do you think? This is something you would probably need to practice if this is not something that you typically do. Don't give up after the first try if it doesn't turn out. Practice. Makeup is just like anything else. You have to practice to get good at it, okay? We don't always, start out knowing how to do everything, right? All the time. When ordering products, I was pleasantly surprised at the price. I got a lot for what I spent. That's always a good thing. That's right. All right, and then like our mascaras start at $11. We have the Zen mascara. I'll use it today. This is the Zen mascara. It's $11.90. So that's right on point with mascaras you can get at Walmart. I'm just curling my lashes first. All right. Here we go. Here's our Zen mascara. I like to get as close as I can to the lash line and then zigzag it back and forth, and then slowly pull up. And it's okay to blink into your wand. You're gonna coat your lashes better that way. I know a lot of times we try to do a staring contest and hold our eyes open and still while we're putting on our mascara, but it will actually look better if you blink into the wand. So there's an $11 mascara. There's one coat. You can do, you know, multiple coats if you want to. Hi, Stacy. Good morning. I'm going to do my lipstick next, and then we'll be finished for today. But I hope that you guys learned something new. All right, so I'm gonna stay pretty neutral with the lipstick as well, since we're doing these browns and these peachy colors. I'm gonna do my peach pink lip liner. The trash guys are here. Can you hear their trucks? I mainly focus on the middle of the lip. You can take the end of the lip liner or you can use your finger and smudge it out. And then I'm going to use the Cool Beige liquid lipstick. It doesn't take a lot. You can use a lip brush or, again, your finger. I just wanted to get a neutral base on the lip. And then I'm gonna take sometimes I like to take my powder and just go around the lip to kind of clean up any of that lip liner smudge that needs cleaned up. And then I'm gonna take our Lever Tinted Lip Plumper. There we go. There is my look for today. What'd you think? I think it turned out pretty good. All right, so if you have any questions about any products I used, or if you want to purchase any of the products I used, let me know. I'm happy to help you. And I'm going to place the link to my YouTube channel in the comments so you can subscribe there. And if there's a video that you want me to create for you, if you're struggling with something with your makeup, or if you bought a product from me and you don't know how to use it, let me know and I will be happy to create a video for you. So I hope you guys have a great Friday and a great weekend. Thank you, Miss Barbara. I will talk to you guys again later. Bye.